What's up, everybody? You are listening to the Think Big podcast. I'm your host, Ayelet Polonsky, also known as your manifestation mentor. This podcast is designed to help you create a manifestation mindset by learning how to think big. You'll learn how to use your thoughts to co-create your reality. Let's get into today's episode. When I was in my mid-20s, I led my first ever yoga meditation retreat abroad. 25 women from all over the world flew to Tulum, Mexico to spend a week with me doing deep inner transformational work. By the time the retreat ended, I was buzzing with fulfillment and gratitude for the journey we all went on together. It was absolutely life-changing. When I returned to my hometown in New Jersey, I eagerly walked into my parents' house, excited to share all the details and stories that took place in Tulum. The three of us sat on the couch and I began to share, and my dad stopped to ask the question, "So how many people were at your retreat?" And feeling very proud and accomplished, I told him 25 people came. And he looked at me right away and answered, 25? That's it? Why not 100? Looking back, I wish that in that moment, I was able to really stop and ask him what he meant when he responded like that. Instead, I ran to my room and I cried. Because had I had known what he actually meant, it might not have created a big emotional reaction in me. When I heard his response, though, the inner child in me that was seeking her parents' validation wanted to hear, "Wow, 25 people for your first retreat abroad? That's incredible. We're so proud of you." But what I heard were the words that he didn't say or even mean, but that came through my interpretation of his response, which was, "Really? Only 25? You couldn't do any better than that? Why even waste your time in the first place?" Had I chosen to interpret his response from my higher self, what I would have heard, which is really what he meant, was, "You are so talented, and I believe in you so much, that I have no doubt you could inspire over 100 people at your retreats." That interpretation is so much more nourishing for the soul. I have a feeling you can relate to my experience. Someone says something and you spiral into thinking limited beliefs about yourself. Maybe a parent said to you one time, "Don't eat too much sugar, you'll gain weight." And instantly your mind went to, "Are they calling me fat? Do they think I need to lose weight? How dare they tell me what to eat? I'm an adult. They don't trust my decisions." Once you begin to choose your interpretation of these interactions, you free yourself from living under the scrutiny and judgment of another person. Sometimes someone will say something and it won't be nice, though. And there's no other way to interpret what they've said besides it just being plain mean and uncalled for. When that happens, it's also up to us to realize that they are speaking from their broken parts, from their hurt inner child, from their own insecurities. They don't know any other way because they weren't taught to speak from their nurtured or healed parts. Once you choose to interpret interactions from your nurtured parts, or the nurtured parts being the part of you that knows you're worthy and strong and capable, then a world of opportunity opens up and you start living more authentically. So your manifestation mantra for today is, I choose to interpret what others tell me from my higher self. The words of others don't define me. Sharing is caring, so if you liked what you've heard, pay it forward. Share this with a friend. And as always, happy manifesting.
If you enjoyed this episode and would like more manifestation inspiration, tune in every Monday for a new episode. Be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss out on an episode. What you get out of this show means the world to me, so I invite you to leave an honest review. If you want more, you can follow me on social media at Ayelet Polonsky. I also have a number of virtual courses to offer if you're ready to take this material to the next level and start embodying a manifestation mindset. I teach you how to heal past trauma, experience the most joy out of life, and rewrite your future so you can feel good more often. Simply head on over to ayeletpolonsky.com for a variety of resources you can start taking advantage of immediately. See you next week. And as always, think big and happy manifesting.